It's the NFL on EA Sports as we get a rematch of the helmet catch game. Super Bowl 42. It's the New England Patriots and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And we're off from MetLife. This is taken in at the 13. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
To the air, 3rd and long. He finds Slayton. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. He'll look to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's 2nd and 2. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And that's a New York touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show, and yeah, his 2nd year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Lone back gets the handoff. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Micah McFadden able to make the play. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
May now on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be Giants football. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. A handoff to Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Tracy once more. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He gets 6 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now they send their back in motion right. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, looking to throw. Ooh, fired a dart there, but it's not going to be brought in.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing it again here. Connects with Slayton. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. They go right back to Tracy, and he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Tracy is in for the New York touchdown. The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove, and this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. First down throw for May. Has him on the quick hit. Bouncing football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
On play action, here's May. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To the air on first down, May. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now May on third and long. Pass taken in by Diggs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate, they stretch it vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. Operating from the gun, here's May. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. Trying the right side with Tracy. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants and this running back headed back out for a new series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Short side option here. He's running left. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants pushing for points. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. doing it. Neighbors with a catch. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They're going play action. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on first, and then we go backwards on second. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on third down.
And the Patriots in the nickel for this third down call. He's going to throw this one. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. This one intended for the running back. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So no return on that punt. And the Pats will take over. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the gun, it's May. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All set up now for first and 10. Going play action, May. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Gotta figure out this third down here. May now. On the move, headed right. And they bring him down around the 34. That's going to bring us to the end of this first half of football with the Giants holding things down in East Rutherford. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Gano ready to send this away. This taken from the 12. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's May. That's caught for the first. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
May on 1st and 10. Hits his running back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a New England first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Brought in by Hooper. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Made a throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. On play action, here's May. Over to Douglas on the sideline, caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. He gets another shot here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Rolling left, behind some time. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Drake made the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots tie things up at 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Gray now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. They'll throw on 1st. Into the hands of Neighbors. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kyle Duggar holding him down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A give right side to Tracy. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Slot man in motion right. 3rd down from the gun. Gets this to Johnson. he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. It's Tracy on the carry. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Here's Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Running this with Tracy. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 1-yard gain on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They run. Here's Tracy. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Tracy. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. This, our last play of the quarter. Throw on 3rd down. He's got it near the 8. And in, touchdown, New York. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. And after that last second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Gano ready to send this away. On the return, here's Gibson. Return's looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Patriots offense all set to go. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
May now on third down. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. And the Giants going nickel, third down coming. Going play action, May. And the defender comes away with it. Devon Holland comes up with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. A handoff to Tracy. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Tracy once more. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Takes this in at the 25. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Patriots ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Complete, it's Bourne. And he'll get it up to the 44. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. Handoff on 2nd and short. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw for May. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
He's got the hook up to Bourne. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Patriots down by 7. First down, ball at the 36. May now from the gun. That's taken in by Henry. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he is to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Gray now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Connects with Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Getting out to his left. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Still one more in their pocket to use. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. The New England offense running out now. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Back on the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing is May. Diggs there to bring it in. And this one does not go far.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Henry on the catch. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On play action, here's May. Has it down close. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Hits the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots break the tie and go up by 6. kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, in baseball, they call tip of the cap. I'll tip my cap at that pitcher. I'll tip my cap at that guy that just out-dueled me. And sometimes as a QB, against a rush like that, you just tip your cap and you take the sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He just throws this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now looking to throw. He finds Johnson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Setting up a throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
He'll throw it yet again. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Second and 3 now. From the 39. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world, Brock. He got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
That heater is going to fall to the turf.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down. Back to throw, needing a first. He finds him beyond the marker. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure looked like defense had done enough to hold them on that play. But credit that 1st down to a good initial effort and 2nd effort to keep fighting to go get that extra yard needed.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to the air here. He has the New York touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie us up 28-all. Gano ready to send this away. On the return, here's Gibson. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Patriots running their offense out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Going play action, May. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air on first down, May. He's on the move. He can run it. And a timeout's called with only 5 ticks remaining in overtime. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 47. Throwing this back in the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we still can't decide a winner in this one. Let's reset that clock and do it all over again. What do you say? Another overtime is coming your way. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
They'll send out the punting unit. A lot of pressure riding on this kick. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Giants about to get to work on offense. Pass play on 1st and 10. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They've got a man in motion. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on first down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So the Giants come away with the win. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.